Yeah, it's your boy King G, and it's the news. Today, I'm hosting an open discussion with the two people that I pretty much started YouTube with, Big Blaq and Mr. OP. Today, we're going to review and talk about a video I did a couple weeks ago on people calling CPS for content, and we're also going to speak about the impact of doxing. It's the news. All right. So, there's a couple things I wanted to touch on today's. It's not necessarily a debate, but more of a discussion. With you guys coming onto YouTube, and we were on YouTube a year ago, and then I split off and started up this second channel. And the path to the second channel has gone in a lot of different directions, and some of the things I kind of expected. So, like when I first started up, it's the news. I essentially went on the internet because I just know the potential of the internet and erased every like image of my kids, called my mom, everybody up, relatives that had pictures of my kids or whatever. And I was like, yes, we're gonna take these pictures down. Just go ahead and take it down our private page if they want them on there. Like my social media is like my girl, all the social media is either private them or take the pictures down. Because it's the unknown. Like, as a father, especially as a Black father, we want to protect our kids out here, and the internet is full of, a lot of weird, creepy shit. And even though before I made my first video, I had no clue what path I was going to take, I just had this, this weird inclination that, I didn't want to put my children, at risk or expose them to the weird side of the internet. You know what I'm talking about. And it's sad. It's sad because essentially, even you can intend your content not even to be negative. You're just probably giving your opinion, and just like an asshole, everybody got one, and we have the right to express our opinion. And just because someone doesn't either agree with your opinion, or they don't like you or your race or what you stand for, they're out to get you, and they're going to use anything against you, and either to fabricate information or to just blast your information, edit videos, or put the most vile shit out about you on the internet. And so me personally, I don't care. I can care less. Like, but my kids, it's someone, something I created that I'm here to protect and push forward. That's kind of my background on it. With you guys now coming on, being more of a presence on YouTube, especially you, Big Blaq, because you have kids. How does that, how do you feel as a father? Right.
So it's something I'm constantly thinking about. Every time we do, an episode or something, I'm thinking about what I'm saying, especially like, my office tends to get a little traffic sometimes. So whatever they hear me saying is they're exposing stuff that they're not ready to be exposed to. And they know that I do this, but they don't know like what this is about. And I'm trying to teach them like you said, the risks, putting your name out there, putting your picture out there, what that means, how once something's on the internet is there, it's permanent. It's tucked in some little corner somewhere. And so I find myself censoring myself in a way with what I say. I probably have more of an opinion on certain things, but I think about how is this gonna affect, my family or people I know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because all it takes is, someone to track down like a Facebook that you don't have closed or something that associates X, Y, and Z. Now they have your name, your close relative's name. And like I've seen people go as far as completely make up, fabricate stories, find out what county you're living in. And as long as they have like your name or your address, they'll call CPS and make up stories about you harming your kids. All of a sudden, there's a knock at your door and there's an open investigation in regards to CPS. So even though, that personally you're like, okay, it's not a big deal, I'm going to pass this regardless. Why do you have to do, why would you have to deal with this type of situation just, trying to give your opinion on YouTube essentially, or on social media, or just being you or speaking on something like, or just for pissing somebody off, just someone like, oh, that's how you feel? Well, I'm going to call CPS on you type thing.
Yeah, on TikTok, that's big. People just, they don't like it, so they report it, or they get all their friends to go and post all this negative shit just to discredit you. It's everywhere all the time. So you gotta kind of keep an eye out.
There's people who cause self-harm, self-deletion to themselves because of bullying, harassment via social media and online, their online presence. And this starts at such a young age, especially with platforms like TikTok. Essentially, what I'm saying, like branding themselves to a younger audience.
Yeah, you know what? It all comes down, just like I said, everyone has an opinion. Mm-hmm. And just like everyone has an opinion, there's different perspectives. And no matter how you choose or how you want that perspective to be received, perspective is a trip. Mm-hmm. Good intentions can be met with ignorant, malice. I say that because, you have people who go back to the TikTok, you don't need your friends to get it. We live in a mob mentality type of society now. Mm-hmm. If you don't go with the flow of things and people just feel like, yo, I want to get you canceled. And all it takes is a couple other people who feel the same way. And, they'll bombard your page and, they'll come for you just because
flag, strike, all type of shit.
It's not about having a conversation. It's just, you said something I don't like, and now I want to stop you completely. And
it's like a tantrum.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a tantrum. And I was watching a video the other day where they were doing street interviews, and this woman asked a question towards these other two women, and I don't want to talk about the feminist individuals. These chicks were like, I don't know if they want to call themselves hardcore feminists, but they were something. And so as she was just laying out statistics, facts, they couldn't stick to just having a back and forth conversation with logical talking points. They got highly emotional, and they tried to fight the lady, and it was just like, it's just a conversation. And that's where we're at. We're like, no one wants to have a conversation, especially we in this day and age. It's, oh no, you're saying stuff that I don't like, so I need to stop you from talking. Let's not have an understanding. Let me understand your perspective. No, I need you to stop talking. You don't get anywhere. You don't resolve anything. Issues are still going to be had, but there are certain things you can't fix. But it makes the situation better when you have an understanding of the situation.
True. And I've seen it go as far as people trying to, get their information to quote unquote try to track them down. Quote, I'm gonna pull up on you, I'm all type of X, Y, and Z. Like for real, 99% of the time that's not gonna happen. And two, just because I have this online persona, how you not know I'm like X, Y, and Z in real life? Like, why do people always assume, that I'm always that they're the most dangerous nigga in the world, essentially.
Right. A lot of people feel like they're the hero of their own movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm John Wick in this motherfucker. Like, I'm finna come track your IP down. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna bust down the door. I'm shooting everything the fuck up. Like,
and it's like, I love movies, but I also have an understanding that movies are not real.
Correct.
And so like when people kind of embody this idea of how things go in the fictional world, in reality, it can go very south, very bad for individuals who think they have that, momentum shift. And it could just, I don't know why people feel that that's the path they need to take.
Yeah, because I'm like, you got on YouTube to get offended. So this shows you're emotional as hell. To now you want to go track and put some harm on somebody else for what? Like for what? You look like a dumbass because while you're taking time out of your schedule tracking somebody else down out of state. Like they're getting money to go and work, they're getting a bag, and like 99% of the time that content's not monetized. So did you do it to get famous in front of this couple of group of people that you're streaming to? Like what the fuck is the purpose? Like because the big news outlets ain't covering this type of shit. Like you don't see that on the news every day about people. They don't give a fuck about what's going on YouTube. There's already national stories they need to cover. So what are they on? What the fuck is it for? Like I really think it's just like high school, like reincarnated onto the internet.
Yeah, I mean, there's some people who never get out of it. And one of the things that I want to hear, the stories that I'm just dying to hear is someone, doxing someone, and then those individuals going to the house and going to like one of those states that has a stand your ground rule, and they just happen to barge in on someone who has an arsenal, and then it's like, oh yeah, come in, and then like I want to see that video so bad,
bro. That's what I think about every time I'm getting ready to fix my mouth to say something. I'm thinking like, a nigga can come kill you behind this type of shit. If I don't want a nigga fucking with me, like I'm not gonna fuck with them, like because you can't control how a nigga responds to the information. You don't know what they can do. Some people may scream and yell at you back on the internet. Some people may track you the fuck down, and some people may use that information to not dox you on the internet to come track you the fuck down. It's not that hard to find somebody, especially if you're not expecting it. People grab their phone to get clout all day, every day, so they show their location regardless. You intentionally just show where the fuck you at. I'm there. I'm on your ass. And I'm not gonna talk about it on the internet because that's showing the police that I'm the prime suspect. So I don't get the shit. I don't get the win out of it. And then the people in your chat are just egging you on to go get shot. They want to see the shit, just like you said. That's gonna be the video you tune into. They're gonna be right there in the chat, like, oh, open the door. Like, oh, let me Google 10 ways to get in the door quicker and shit. Like, matter of fact, I seen the side window. Check. I'm like, there's a side window. Go through the side window. Like, they go set you up to get shot.
It's like, and it's not like this is a new thing. It's just kind of a transforming, evolving thing. Because back in the day when you used to game, when online gaming was like semi new, and you're playing Call of Duty, especially Call of Duty, you got everybody talking shit. Like I remember I had one dude who was like, hey, fuck you, man. I can hack into your electrical grid and turn all your shit off. And I'm like, no, you can't. Like I'm not saying this because I'm an electrician. I'm saying this because it's not fucking possible. Like, just like you were saying, OP, like that's movies.
I think that was a movie too, huh?
Yeah. Live free, die hard.
But like that shit ain't real. And that was kind of like where it really started, because was it they started swatting people?
Yeah.
Oh, yep. Mm-hmm.
The whole swatting trend was big. It's not as big anymore.
Yeah, still goes on though. Mm-hmm.
But it's evolved. Now they're trying to do it here in the YouTube world, or in the social media world, and it's just dumbass shit. Like,
and then like with the doxing, like because 9 times out of 10, what usually just happens is your information gets leaked and you just move the fuck on. Like you're a headline for like a week or two, then you just move the fuck on. Unless you have some crazy allegations, even then it may just be dragged on for two weeks at a time. Then the story moves on. And in the social media world, the story will always move on. But I don't see the big deal. Like if I've been living with myself for 33 going on 34 years, like what the fuck is someone on YouTube pulling up information about me gonna do to me? Like I've been me. I know who the fuck I am. Like, unless you got something to hide, but think about that shit before you come on YouTube popping your shit in the first place. Like, should you be on the internet talking shit if you got shit to hide? Just sit your ass down somewhere. Like, but if you have nothing to hide, like what's doxing gonna do? Like, unless you say like swatting or putting fake reports on CPS, like I know who the fuck I am. I know my name. Like, I know if I've been or if I've not been to jail. And then even if you have, they're gonna make up shit anyway. They're gonna get a false ass police report and gonna put your name on that shit anyway. So,
I mean, I would love for someone to try to make me more interesting I looked at my name and there's so many of me's out there, and some of me's have been famous. So it's like, oh, look at that. Yeah, I never forget when grandma had called to check to see if I was okay because she had read in the paper that someone with my name had died, and it was just like, no, I'm just chilling right here.
Got doxxed by the newspaper, man.
Like, my mom was tripping, like, he's right here. Like, I heard he got hit by a car, reading it in the paper. I'm like, nah, it's right here. He's chilling right here watching TV. So there's too many of me's. I'm like Mr. Smith from The Matrix and shit. I just cloned myself.
And this is how it'd be on YouTube. Oh, y'all, all right, we got the report, y'all. Here it is. We got the information. Fuck that. Mr. OP is getting exposed. He is going down. You know, this bitch ass nigga got hit by a car. Like, what the fuck? You don't know how to play soccer, nigga? You know how to get the fuck out of the way of a car and shit? Like, you see a vehicle coming, move, bitch. Get out the way. Hoe ass nigga. You know you're a bitch ass nigga. Who gets fucking hit by a car, nigga? Shit. On the next episode, we finna look deeper and see where the fuck he went to school from. See what his grades is looking like. Oh, bro. Yeah, I don't know. It's a cold world out here, though. It's a cold world. And you know what's even worse? Most of the people that are doing these things look just like you and me on YouTube.
They look like bitches.
I ain't never been no bitch. Next week we gonna drag the fuck out of Mr. OP. He is out of here. He's going down. We doxing everything. I got baby pictures, my nigga. We with it.
Oh, man,
shit, we having a funeral for real. Gonna bury that nigga right here on It's the News. Well, all right. I appreciate y'all for hopping on. I just wanted to, just have a quick discussion about this. Going forward, you are going to see more of Big Blaq and Mr. OP once they get their, all their information blocked down. So I ain't got time for y'all doxing my niggas and shit like that. And I ain't got time to be arguing niggas online. But we're going to start talking about some more real shit. What's going on here? Trending topics, doing some reactions, and just bringing more content to the channel overall. So hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and stay tuned right here to It's the News.